In this video, I will tell you everything you need to know about consumer acquisition cost and how it relates to your business. Consumer acquisition cost is very important. It is an important thing in business, and if you want to run your business right, if you want to strategize your business right, you need to understand it and you need to implement it very much right into your business. So how do you understand consumer acquisition cost? First of all, let's understand what is consumer acquisition cost. In my previous videos, I have told you that there are various processes that actually relate to the pricing of a product. A pricing of the product doesn't just include the price of the product, the manufacturing of the product, and it doesn't just include the marketing that you have to do. There is also consumer acquisition cost. It is part of marketing, but it is also a part of the product itself. If you don't do this right, it is going to be really hard to get it in the hands of your end consumer. For any consumer to buy your product, they need to know that your product exists. For that, you have to market your product. No matter how good your product is, no matter if you have the best product in the world, you still have to do the marketing. You still have to get your product known to the consumer. If the consumer doesn't know you exist, then they are not going to buy your product, no matter how good your product is, period. That is what customer acquisition cost plays into. Customer acquisition cost is the cost that you have to put into your marketing to get a single customer to buy your product. So that is as simple as that. How do you calculate your customer acquisition cost? It's very difficult. There are a lot of various algorithms out there, and it depends on business to business, but a very simple way to find it out is understand how much marketing you have to do to get 1000 customers to buy your product. So for every 1000 customers, you might have to do surveys, you might have to find out these details. To find out the actual numbers on this, it might be really difficult. You might have to do some hard work, but you can get these numbers. Try to find out for 1000 customer how much you have to pay in marketing to get those customers, and just eliminate the customers who have directly come in without the marketing. So that is what you have to find out. That's where the surveys come in. Probably the best way that I've seen that has worked for me is surveys, or the salespeople themselves asking the company or asking the consumer how you got this thing. So these are the ways that you can find out customer acquisition cost. Why is customer acquisition cost important to you? If you looked at my D-brand video, you know that D-brand, the product is very cheap, but they spend a lot on customer acquisition. So that's why their product they have spent a lot on customer acquisition. Similarly, you have different products. Certain products, they don't spend much on customer acquisition. Example is, when was the last time you saw a petrol ad? It is essential. If a new company is coming in, they might put in an ad or two, but any established company, they don't need to do advertisement for it. The reason is they are already established, and this is something that is essential for the customer. So if you have a petrol bunk in so and so area, you are going to go and fill it up. That's it. You are not going to see, okay, this company is the only, and then there is brand loyalty in that also, but generally you don't have to worry too much about customer acquisition cost for these kind of companies. Certain services that are mandatory, that are vital for your existence, you don't have to do it. But a restaurant is a different case. You have to market your restaurant, then and then only people are going to come in. A supermarket, you might need it. All of this depends on the kind of business you're running. So at the end of it, you should be able to understand by now that customer acquisition cost, it plays an important role in pricing your product. It plays an important role in the strategy that you're going to use. Sometimes you can put a lot into customer acquisition and your pricing might be high, but that itself is going to get you a lot of numbers through the door, a lot of people buying your product. So that could be one strategy that you're following. If you want to go the other route, that is word of mouth, even though it takes time to grow the business in that way, you can do that. You can lower your marketing and get the product at a really fair price or a low price. These are different strategies. So that's how it affects the product strategy that you're going to follow. So I hope that this was clear. I'll do more business videos regarding core business concepts. You always get those on my channel, so stay subscribed. If you have any comments, suggestions, likes, whatever you want to do, you know what to do. This has been Jamie for TopEvt. I'll see you in the next video.